Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Throw It Down Big Fella Podcast. And look what I have here with me today. Friend of the show, my friend, not just my friend for life, my sister for life. She is back once again by popular demand. Cicely Rufus, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm trying to it's summertime, and we're trying to stay cool and active and all, but the news keeps coming and coming. And last week, me and you, well, the whole family, we saw the downfall of Diddy, a documentary that was on by TMZ on Tubi. I think like many other platforms have, but we saw it. What's your reaction when we saw it together?
I think that I'm just not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It be the same kind of people doing the same kind of thing for years and years and years. We all know it gets weird and Hollywood. I'm just not surprised.
And then, when Aubrey Day, a former member of Daddy, came, it seemed like she was right. It seems like everything she said, well, she is. It seems like. It's 100% right what she said. Just like you said, my reaction to it, it's like, this guy had to be 30 years. He's been probably more than 30 years. His behavior, how he treats people, now there's one part of it, the murder aspect part of it. I don't think he's necessarily a murderer per se, but do you think he's like a murderer? Like he has bodies hidden somewhere that we don't know nothing about particularly.
Okay, I ain't gonna say yay or nay, but if something were to surface, would I be surprised? No.
I mean, that's strong. That's a strong thing, though. I mean, I think he's a pedophile. I think he's a sexual. I think he's just a bad human being, but a murderer? I don't
know.
I don't know how that's possible, though. I mean, we've seen murderers we've seen things happen in Hollywood. Like you said, Hollywood becomes strange. Hollywood is different. So it could possibly be that. We just don't know. But just seeing all that, Suge Knight, of all people, Suge Knight is the one that kind of defended Diddy. Him and Stevie J, which, Stevie J is just off his rails at this point.
So
he's off the railroad. That's crazy that Suge Knight, of all people, is the one that's kind of has Diddy's back on this. Are you surprised that Suge Knight?
I don't know. I don't see it as having his back. I see it kind of like he maybe is on a different kind of spiritual or healing journey, and he just sees somebody going down, and he's just like, I don't want to see that. I went down. Especially as a black man. So, but I don't think he was like, I got Diddy's back.
Yeah, but it was like, of all the people that, they've had beef for like the beginning of time. Suge Knight, East Coast, West Coast, they got their own, Puff Daddy, Notorious B.I.G., Suge Knight, and Tupac. So for him, like I said, I guess it's growth on his part for him to acknowledge that there were problems that they had, but he doesn't want this to go, he wants Diddy to come out of it, somewhat out of the problems that he's in, but he's got a lot of problems. And the one thing that they asserted on the documentary, nobody has come to the defense of Diddy. No friends, you think about this, Ashton Kutcher, like Hollywood at its finest, like Ellen DeGeneres, Ashton Kutcher, like he has friends. He has friends in power. Nobody has came up and stepped up and talked about Diddy, defended him, except for Stevie J. How shocked are you that like nobody has had Diddy's back so far, Hollywood-wise? Like, that's just...
I'm not surprised by that either. Look, here, let's just face the facts. Diddy going to jail. We clear on that?
Yeah,
okay.
Clear.
Diddy's going to jail. Now, what Diddy needs to focus on and what he needs to do, first of all, repent. And he needs to work on his relationship with God, and it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
Cassie's lawsuit, yeah, he paid it off quickly, whatever, but the feds was watching.
Mm-hmm. And they came to his house, and I mentioned this while we were watching it as well. They came in with like five cars of 100 men. Do you feel like that was too much, or was it necessary?
It looked staged.
It looked staged how they approached his house, both his houses.
I wasn't feeling how it looked, or I don't know if it was a filming thing or were they reenact.
It just looked like it was out of a movie, like or a sitcom, or not sitcom, like a show, drama show. Like it was like we got these like two houses. It's like the man is not. You act like he has like missiles and guns, like out of this world type of. He's just a pedophile. He's just a sick human being. They didn't need all the grenade houses and the 200 officers come in and bang on the door. Get his children. That's the scare. It's like their children had nothing to do with this. Like, it's so crazy. And
there are so many lawsuits with Justin Combs and them in it. Everything's alleged.
Everything's alleged until. How long do you think this will be? Like when we get to trial, you think it will be this year, next year? Like probably you would think probably next year if they start the process of this trial, because I like you said, I think what they're doing is I think they got people talking, but we don't know it yet. And when that comes out, I think Charlamagne Breakfast Club probably discussed this. Like they got people talking, we just don't know it yet. High profile celebrities, maybe the Prince of, maybe might be the Prince of William. We don't know, but there are high key people coming in talking, and maybe this will probably be next year. We get the trial of the century.
Is he arrested?
I thought he's not arrested. Well, there was a warrant for his arrest, evidently because they came in and buzzed both the houses up. So I guess there must have been warrants, but he was still out. Ain't
nobody reporting on that right now?
No. That's the crazy part about it. But
the legal process of it.
The legal process of it. So I think they're gonna probably get him arrested, probably ask for a warrant for his arrest when they get everything like laid out on the table and all that.
So they're like
investigating and all that. And then once they get everything on the table, get the people, the witnesses, and all key people to talk about these parties, I think that's when you'll see a warrant for Diddy's arrest. Probably arrested, probably get bailed out quickly. There's a guy that was part of Diddy. Is a white boy. I forgot the man's name, but they arrested him. Too. Yeah, he was like his
probably
mule.
Like the key to everything.
Mm-hmm, the mule of all this. So they get him to crack. It's just not looking. It's not looking good for Diddy. But like you said, repent. His behavior. He should have known. I gotta change my way. I gotta change my life. They gave this man a Lifetime Achievement Award at BET last year. It's crazy. I don't want to get on the rant about Stevie J not getting one again. This because another year passed. Stevie J does not have a Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, Stevie Wonder does not have a Lifetime Achievement. Usher has it this year. Well deserved Usher. I want to give Usher. Well deserved Usher getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
But Stevie Wonder still doesn't have one. But I don't like.
That make you feel some type of way.
It does make me feel like Steve. Every time, you know, what would be crazy if Stevie Wonder is doing an Usher song. It's like, why can't y'all get me a Lifetime Achievement Award and do my songs? Like, y'all always want me to call me up when somebody else getting honored and all that. Like, get me, like, why am I the first call when somebody's getting honored when I'm not getting honored? Like,
right.
That's crazy. Listen, Samuel L. Jackson got one before Stevie Wonder in 2016. Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not trying to compare the man's careers, but
who knows?
Man, Stevie, like, I'm tired, y'all black folks. I'm tired.
I'm
tired. You think Stevie Wonder's is next on the hit list? Is that what you're thinking?
I think.
Like,
I don't know. I'm probably gonna cut somebody out.
Anyway. Well, back to the Cassie thing. A lot of people that I've heard social media wise, couldn't Cassie get out of the situation? Like, did she have the revenue? Did she have like the references to get out? What do you think of those people that say Cassie could have got out of this a long time ago?
Ignorant. When you're in an abusive relationship, a lot of times, especially when you're young, like when you're in your 20s, your mind is still developing. So with her being young and with many other abused women being young, you know stuff ain't right, but you like, okay, we in the trenches right now. You know, things gonna get better, and then it's a cycle. It's like an abusive cycle. Oh, he's changing. He's gonna get better. Blah blah blah. Oh, back down, and it just keeps bringing you back down, back down, back down, and that's whether that's physical, emotional, mental, doesn't matter. And I think that that's very ignorant of people, very insensitive of people, and I don't like hearing it.
I don't. I mean, it was so crazy. It's like if she had the revenue or reference to get out, she didn't. Obviously, I mean, for her to be, I think they were together in 2006 or 7, and we saw the video. Everybody saw the infamous video that came out about a month ago in a hotel. Him she probably had that planned out for a couple days. Like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna escape out. He's doing whatever. Let me try to run out. And you could like she had shoot. Like, she was trying to like get out in 2016. So it's like you see it on the video. We all saw it with our own eyes.
Right. Her
trying to escape and get out of abusive and it, not just physical, mental as well. Like you said, like if you can't verbal any type of abusive thing you could think of, that's what their relationship was. And I didn't like that at all. I was like, come on, we got to be more, like with R. Kelly and with Elite, like all these the women that he destroyed their lives on are the same thing. Could they get out? No. Like, if some powerful man like R. Kelly's like, I will make you famous and give you this amount of money, like,
not that simple.
It's not simple. It's not a simple equation to get out. So I'm glad that Cassie is out. She's married some guy now. I want to say. Do you? I forgot the man's name, but
I forgot his name too. But they look very, very happy. They have a beautiful family. I believe they have 2 children now. Very beautiful family. So I'm just happy Cassie is out. She's living her best life. It's just very unfortunate this entire thing has happened and put a dark cloud. I remember we listening to her back in 2006, to Me and You. I was like, girl got some talent. She couldn't really perform live all that great, but the song was a hit. It was a summer hit. I just saw some potential in her. Did you see potential? Don't ask me.
Oh, I thought you said you saw potential. Like, I saw some potential. I think she was rising up. Her, LaToya Luckett. LaToya Luckett. That I think the Destiny Child thing just flattered her. But I saw her kind of be on the up and coming, like I made it out of the mud type of situation. But you didn't see talent. I saw it. I saw it for like a brief couple songs. I saw it. Like, really, really, you didn't. She got
talent.
talent.
You have to ask me that.
She already
knew what I was gonna say. You know me.
let the fine folks know.
Cassie's beautiful, and she did very, very well in her career.
She made money. She was able to help herself. It was just like you said. It was dark clouded around the fact that she was with Diddy.
Can you just imagine what Kim went through?
Yeah, J-Lo. You know, I mentioned to say this. J-Lo should say something about Diddy, because between J-Lo, Kim Porter, and Cassie, those are like the main people that we know that Diddy was with.
There's another ex-girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about?
What was a model?
Tina or something. She's like an Instagram
model.
She came out and said some.
It was on the documentary as well. Yeah, it was at the end of it. Yeah, all of them, all the women that were.
He has like 7, 8 lawsuits right now. I mean, and those are just lawsuits. Though there's some people who haven't come forth and said anything.
So
allegedly.
The women aspect, men aspect as well. There's a lot. There was a producer. I forgot the man's name. He was on the documentary as well. Justin Bieber's behavior towards him. Usher as well.
Kind of reaching. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's you think that's a little too
reach? I'm not saying that nothing went down or he wasn't groomed or he didn't go through some things. I'm just saying how the documentary was describing, his mannerisms, look at his body language. I just feel
You
like
can't
it
read
was
into
reaching.
that. They didn't mention nothing about TDJ. You know, we that was another aspect layer of this as well. They didn't really undo the onion on that part of
I think they
TDJ.
just had to be careful.
So in
And
other
they
words,
did the best they could to put together what they can put together. And now I think that they did an okay job. I mean, if I had to rate it out of 10, I'll probably give it 7.
okay. And like you said, I would say about 8. And it's TMZ as well, so it's like sometimes TMZ can get a little murky with stuff.
Messy.
They can have facts and court documents and affidavits and all that, but they like to murk up some stuff. They like to sprinkle a little BS into it as well. So but I felt like for the most part, it wasn't a lot of BS in it. It was more court records, all the stuff that you need to like have some factual truth about it. It all came out to it. So I give TMZ their credit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like now we're all this Diddy stuff, his music wise, do you feel like we need to put a pause on Diddy's music, like kind of how we do R. Kelly or?
I ain't even gonna lie. 2 days ago, I was listening to R. Kelly.
Does it make you feel different now compared to what you know?
Just one song, not like his whole album where I was just jamming R. Kelly all day, but I did listen to a song.
Which one?
I'm a flirt.
Him and Usher. Okay.
I'm a flirt.
But that's the thing though, like, we know R. Kelly is just a horrible human being, but his music is forever, it's generational. Like, it's good. I don't know if people can put that same balance when it comes to Diddy's music. I mean, he has good music. He's a good producer. Do we just stop altogether listening? Maybe just Diddy's parts of it. Maybe not the producing wise of it, because he's, like you said, he's such a good producer, director, and all. Maybe like All About the Benjamins or More Money, More Problems. Maybe his part of it, like.
I think that it's gonna be worse for Diddy than it is R. Kelly, and here's why. The alleged rumors about him and what he's doing to men. See, R. Kelly, was there anything out about him being with another man?
No, it was just
so that's kind of like a different. So now, your population of people that is looking at you like, ugh, is bigger now because that's how people are. People are homophobic or whatever. So I think that it's probably gonna be worse for Diddy. Worse
because it's the layers of it, like you said. It wasn't just a specific group that it was under. I mean, with Diddy, it's
underage girls, men,
preachers, allegedly,
women.
I mean, like
rappers in their 20s, 30s, allegedly.
Solemn, yeah, it's bad. It's so. And then what if it comes out like his Bad Boy record people, artists, are involved, and that they've just been covering up.
Nobody said nothing.
So when we find out who artists is, who the people are,
I think it's deep.
Do you listen? Do you stop with the whole Bad Boy record people entirety, the whole record company?
It ain't just the record company. It's layers to it. It's some people that's so high up in the elite upper echelon.
Like Jay-Z?
I don't think Jay-Z has their hands on it, and Diddy's just a puppet. He's just a fall guy. This is way deeper, way bigger.
Is it like Bill Cosby? Because I see a lot of Bill Cosby pissed off somebody in NBC, and then that's when they went after Bill Cosby. Is it something like Diddy pissed off somebody big timer, like Russell Simmons? I don't know, the Simmons or something like that.
Came out with a lawsuit. She was just like,
and his reaction. Remember when we came in last year, his reaction was like just devastated at it. Like, oh my god, like I have to pay this amount. The first photo.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that? Okay.
I don't know about that. It's like some BS to me.
Well, to be determined. It's just a lot. It's a lot of layers into it, and we won't even, like you said.
I think there's some big players involved, and you know how people like to discount Jaguar White.
You mentioned, yeah.
According to Jaguar, Diddy's the fall guy for Jay-Z.
You said it.
That's what she said. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you think, it was a narcissist. It was something he had to do. I guess his PR people, whatever, told him.
Yeah, he's a narcissist. He did the.
He didn't even apologize for the actions that he did. It was, I'm sorry I got caught. You guys, I'm sorry I got caught. And I'm just going to say this so y'all can get off my back even more, which made it even worse. It's like, whoever wrote this to you, you need to fire them immediately. Like, publicists, whatever, your team. And two, if you're going to apologize, because I felt like he was reading off a teleprompter or anything, scratch all that off and just come as a human being, as a civilized human being. No prompter, no whatever notes and all that. Just say what you feel. And it would have been more authentic. It would have been more real than him just reading off of some little teleprompter or whatever, behind the thing, whatever. And just, it would have felt more real, I felt like. So he did him he made it even worse. And then people are saying he shouldn't have said anything at all because they're going to use whatever you just said in court. Because you're basically just you're submitting and saying, yeah, I did everything. I'm confessing this and that. So I'm sure his lawyers were even more upset. Like, why would you? No, be quiet. Like,
no. You're probably right, but I just feel like he's a narcissist and he was just speaking off the dome.
All right.
And was it acceptable? Not really, in my personal opinion, but
man.
Or he can just have a bad lawyer.
Whoever. Publicist. And he has all the resources and money in the world. You can get a big time, one of the best in New York, Florida. Mm-hmm. He can get somebody that just they did a bad job. Whoever his lawyer was, his people and all that. Mm-hmm. JT, that's the one that's with Diddy, right? Is it Carisha? I'm sorry.
She might be our cousin.
I hope not. With all this stuff going on, I hope that's just not in existence. But how do you feel about her? Do you feel like she's gonna get something criminal wise thrown up on her? She's in the lawsuit. She's in the lawsuit. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like she's a victim of this, or is it just wrong place, wrong time that she got with Diddy and then all this stuff came out? Or
okay, do I think that their relationship is real? No. Do I think it's transactional? Yes. In what way? All of that's alleged.
Just the image like while they were together, it was just the image of I got.
According to the document, she was a SCX worker and getting paid a couple $1,000s a month or a week or something like that. Yeah, it's in a lawsuit.
Wow. Okay.
Along with 50 Cent Daphne, along with somebody else in the lawsuit. I didn't recognize their name.
Oh man, that's you guys. This is, like I said, this is just layers upon layers upon layers upon layers about this Diddy thing. But of course, right here on Throw It Down Big Fella Podcast, and of course your stuff as well. We're going to keep you guys updated and continue on with this story. And so that will conclude this episode. Go ahead and tell the folks again where they can see you on your vlog, your social media accounts, all that.
Everything is Cicely Justine. I'll make sure that Greg puts it in the description. My Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I also have a podcast called The C & Co Show, which he will also put in the description below. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
Anytime. Of course, hopefully we got more episodes coming up. I want to take a deep dive to the Apple Top 100. I mentioned that. I mentioned that to you. We're gonna get into a deep dive because there's some. If you have not seen that list, you guys, it will make you cringeworthy. It will make you want to throw some stuff around like on the TV. But we're gonna get into that. The BT Awards coming up soon.
Okay.
We're gonna have to watch that and get react because you know how we get. You know how Black excellence gets sometimes. You know what I mean? And especially all this Diddy stuff. You know they.
Right.
People gonna be. We're gonna get a live reaction episode on that.
Okay.
But you guys, thank you once again for joining us on this episode. Please subscribe, like this episode. And our YouTube page, me and my co-host Darren. We will be back next week to discuss the NBA Finals. Celtics domination, will this continue for the rest of the series? Kyrie Irving got booed every time he touched the ball last night. He's getting...
I ain't leave my boy alone. Nah.
He's going through the ring. He's going through the ringer. He bought it on himself, but we'll see if they can bounce back for Game 2 Sunday. But thank you guys for joining this episode, and catch us next time. Until then, peace out.
Throw it down, big man.